we try something else?
Like someone who attacks you with a pointed stick.
Pointed stick?
Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. Ah yes, it's Capaldi Series 2, Week 2, Part 2 of the one with Davros as a child. Bizarrely, again, it's called The Witch's Familiar and I just don't know why. And I know, like me, you went away and you watched Genesis of the Daleks before you watched this. Oh, you did, didn't you? You couldn't wait for a big fix of Davros action, and unfortunately, because you've watched that, you've had a little fix of Michael Wisher, a slightly better Davros. Well, a slightly more alive Davros. Now, do you have issues with this? Well, you probably do. You're an old school fan. Go on, hands up, what do you have issues with? Is it Davros using his eyes? Is there only space in science fiction for one person to say, "Let me look on you with my own eyes"? Yeah, maybe there is. Eyes wide shut all round. Davros is evil. But what else are your issues? Come on, share. Is it Clara managing to fit inside a Dalek in the way that they used to in the old series? No top being unscrewed in this one. Oh no. CGI openings all round. Now, when Clara was in the Dalek, did you start thinking, oh no, she's going to end up being a figment or a fragment Clara, and she's going to end up in the asylum? Oh no, we've gone full circle. This is Clara's last story. What's going on? Ah, no. That's not what's happening, is it? Is that what went through your head? I've so got ahead of myself, haven't I? Question 1. Did you enjoy it more than last week? I'm not sure. Did you? So, what have we got? We've got a story that's called The Witch's Familiar, and just like last week's story, there's absolutely no reason for it to be called The Witch's Familiar. I just can't figure it out, unless I'm missing something on the same scale as, the Right to Life / Kill the Moon storyline in Kill the Moon that I just missed at the time. Am I missing the reason it's called Witch's Familiar? I just don't know. We've got more Mr. Snakes action. Fair enough. Very nice. I still don't get why he's called that. I still don't know why Davros's right-hand man is him. There is a lot of chat in this storyline. Keeping Davros awake to watch the sunrise. These are moments that will stay with me. But are they more powerful than Tom strapping explosives to Davros's chair? I just don't know. Yes, there are flashy moments there just for us. That whole business with the old Doctor footage. Yes, Luke's gonna love that. How the Doctor managed to escape. Because he always believes he's going to escape. That's like someone entering X Factor believing they can sing and then not being able to sing. They've got to be able to sing and believe it. It's not quite the same thing. I'm sorry. This business about the Master being able to escape and it's explained on screen and that normally doesn't happen. Did that only happen because of, and there's two reasons. One, Mr. Moffat, let's call him Mr. Moffat, read the letters that were in DWM magazine saying, how did she escape? And he went, oh, I think I'll actually put that into a script. Is this the way you get your ideas into Doctor Who? You send them into DWM for him to read? I suppose it's kind of a filtered Twitter. But that's just odd. Or is it that we need to know how Clara escapes? And to do that, we needed to know how the Master escaped. It's wonderful to see Lanzarote being used. You've got last week's aeroplane incident, you've got Khan, but you've also got it being used as Skaro. They're really using these locations well because this place looks so alien. And how did the Daleks manage to build the place. Oh, they were just really, really, really fixed on building something. They're very good at building. Except, oh, does anyone have a copy of that old Dalek book? You know, the one with all of the old Dalek words, like Daleks can't see red and all of those facts, and your Dalek's bigger than your dad's Dalek or something like that. You know the one. Does that business about graveyard and sewer having the same word, you know, is that in there? I'm sure it would be, and if it isn't, we should be provided by the BBC a bunch of stickers that we can go back to our old 1966 books and stick them into the Dalek guides. I am utterly all over the shop on this one. I can't tell you if I liked it or not. I've watched it a couple of times now, and it works better on a second viewing. Admittedly, Davros's mumbling does get on your nerves, and the fact that when he turns around and he turns the tables on the Doctor and he sorts and he just goes true to form, you're just pleased. You're absolutely pleased that that's what happened. You go, yay, brilliant. You're actually being the person you're supposed to be in the first place. I'm pleased about that. Back to you are the monster. Well, you know what? I can live with that. I really can. Yes, this whole story has some nice moments. Things like the Master jabbing Davros in the eye. But it's more of a comedy moment. Is that because the Doctor... Oh, I've just remembered his glasses. Oh, please don't let him keep those, the sonic glasses. That makes even less sense than the screwdriver. It makes it all terrible. What's he going to do? A sort of Eric Morecambe waggle of the eyes? Oh... Dear me, please, no. Why have they given the Doctor shades? The future's so bright he's got to wear sonic sunglasses? That's just... No, please don't. Please, just don't. Oh, a little question. And all I'm sounding like I'm doing is picking. And that's not me. That's not what this is about. I'm here to celebrate Doctor Who because last week I had a lot to say about storylines. Mercy. Now, say you're a ruthless, overriding race. Why would Mercy be in your database? A, so that you know what people are talking about when they're begging for mercy. They're not just going to come up to you on their hands and knees, please, give us fish paste sandwich. You're going, I don't know what those words mean. Give me Toblerones. Please give me Toblerone. And you're going, I don't know what a Toblerone is because I'm not from a planet where it has Toblerones. And then your computer looks it up and goes, oh, it means mercy. You need to know what it is so that you can subjugate people. And as for that whole love, exterminate, we're all in a whole 50 Shades of Grey area now, and that's really not what Doctor Who was about, or at least it wasn't for me. Just because somebody has their whole lexicon of words changed, or we're in a world of newspeak now where less words means the altering of speech patterns and brain patterns and people think differently and, oh dear, we're in a totally different realm. I'm sorry, I genuinely can't get past the glasses. This sounds like I've taken my notes and dropped them and I'm just rambling. This is just the most pure ramble ever. I'm sure I could be more eloquent about this story, but I just don't think I need to be. And then, as for every single Dalek being literally defeated by a literal shit Dalek, no, it makes no sense. Yes, Missy's Flirl, fair enough. But rescuing Davros just so he'd have mercy, I don't know, the whole thing just went pear-shaped and a bit like a mess. I'm hoping for better things for next week, but then again, undersea ghosts, I have no idea. I'm sorry, I should have been more eloquent, more better, more thoughtful. But you know what? I just don't think I can be. I'll speak to you all very soon, probably about something big finishy or maybe book-like. But either way, it'll be about Doctor Who. Oh, just out of interest, I thought I'd tell you that I now have a Patreon account. Click on the link and follow it through. And if you'd like to donate to help keep the Tin Dog podcast running for another 500 episodes, probably where I could be a little bit more lucid, feel free. I've decided to go for a monthly donation because I wasn't going to charge you for every single episode. They're only 5 minutes long each, but there are quite a lot of them. No, monthly donations are definitely the more eloquent and fairest way to proceed. I think you'd be better off donating, say, if you donated $1 a month, then you would be paying me $12 for all of the podcasts, as opposed to, say, per show, where you'd end up giving me like $50 a year. No, I'm not that greedy. Consider it. Why not? So until next time, be seeing you. You've been listening to the Tin Dog Podcast, available on RSS, iTunes, Stitcher, Audio Boom and Tumblr. Doctor Who and its associated works are copyright of the BBC. No infringement is intended. You can contact the show, donate, buy merchandise, or find out more about my other projects by visiting the Tin Dog Podcast homepage and clicking on the links. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.